And this is our transformation. We know that on the left-hand side, this is what we call positive shear. This arrow over here, okay, I'll change color. This arrow over here is the shear, okay? Shear what? The intersecting plane is X, the shear force or the shear stress is acting in a Y direction. The first X over here representing the plane intersecting the transformation or the transform. What do you all call this? Is this called transformation? I can't remember now. Any idea? Okay. So this is our coordinate system. I thought we call it as our transformation, but anyway, coordinate system is good. So what does this mean? The plane intersecting the coordinate system, if I highlight this in yellow, this plane will intersect where? The x-axis. Am I right? Okay. And the next one is the direction of the shear stress. Okay. Or sometimes we can also call it the direction of our shear what? Flow. So if I were to label the other arrow now, this is shear. The intersecting plane now is in the y-axis, and the shear flow or the shear stress is in the x direction. So why is that? If I were to highlight this in green, we are looking at this plane now, right? And it will intersect the what? The y-axis. Okay. So for that case, we have positive shear, and then I'm going to sketch out negative shear. So in negative shear, it looks like this. Okay. So now, what this has to do to the fracture surface? An important thing to consider for stress or for shear stress in the state of equilibrium, shear xy is equal to shear yx. That is the final length of our shear xy must be equal to the what? Shear yx. So what do I mean by this is the link, right? So when we look at this structure now, this is the shear what? What we are analyzing is shear in the what? XY what? Direction, yes or no? When that's the case, to achieve shear stress equilibrium, the shear YX has to be the what? The same. It is this shear YX that will induce shear strain. And this shear strain will result, the shear strain is due to the delta. So this distance over here that you see is the what? This is why fracture is on the what? Horizontal plane, but we are analyzing the vertical plane because of what? Structure what? That's why it gets really, really confused. Why are we looking at the what? Vertical surface where the fracture occur on the what? Horizontal surface. Listen, this is what road engineering is all about. You have to relate the physics, the math to the what? The real world. Okay? We are not cheap laborers. Cheap labor means what? Just fix things without knowing. We need to be able to do what? Analysis. You want to compete with the rest of the world? What do we need? We need more people like you and be as crazy as me. Are we clear? We need to do a lot of what? Analysis. Okay? I hope this inspire you in any topics you learn. Don't just think about the grade. Step back and think, why? Are we clear? Are you inspired by Mo Circle on Wednesday, yes or no? That you can link to the what? Real what? Physical world. Okay? Now, not all topics you can do that. Okay? If you have time, some topic is of interest, what do? Do things like this. When you do things like this, it makes you crazy, but it also inspire you want to learn what? More. Yes or no? Or not like, right? No? Right? Or not like magnetic wave. Holy shit. Can you feel it? Oh, okay. Right. Now, this is what shear stress is all about. As I said, it's one of the most what? Complex what? Complex analysis that you can find. Okay. When Dr. Koshi taught your shear stress, it was just a what? An introduction. Am I right? You all don't go to this level of depth. Am I right or wrong? Evans, am I right? Right. So you all just plug in the formula. Am I right to say that? Now you all know what? Why? Okay. Now, this is where the shit begins. I do apologize. Okay. So now you know what we are doing. There's only one formula that you need to know. That shear stress there's a formula that states the shear is equal to, I'm just going to put some direction, okay? Tx r over j plus or minus Vy over Izz Qz over T plus minus Vz over Iyy minus multiplied by Qy divided by T. Okay. Now this is the general formula for shear. And for this case, we threw everything into one equation. Okay. The first part of the equation represents the shear induced by what? And all this is induced by shear force in the Vy and what? Vz direction. Okay. Now, if we look at, now I'm going to like reverse a few gears or learn what we learned in bending moment. In bending moment, we have what? Px over A plus or minus my over Iyy multiplied by z plus minus mz over Izz multiplied by what? Y. How many of you computer games? What's the purpose of playing computer games? Hey? Anyone? Why you play computer games? Fun, right? What else? You want to be the best, right? You want to have a stress with it. I play Sudoku. Okay, I play some shooting games on my phone. Shooting game. Okay. So the reason why I play games and I tend to beat the crap of other people is not because I'm really good. I'm only good in one thing. What is that? Pattern recognition. Okay? Pattern recognition, yes or no? Now, can you see any pattern over there? What pattern can you see? In terms of normal stress, when you have my, you divide by what? Iyy. In shear stress, it's different now. Yes or no? When you have Vy, you divide by what? Iz. Are we clear? I will strongly encourage you all to do what? Play computer games. I don't care if that F40. No. Hey, by the way, you all want to listen to some comedy? I found the person that failed my class 3 times and I know who wrote the brain. But anyway, hey, that's between us. Yeah, don't tell me. So I went back. Come on, it's a Friday. I went back, I recall my data, I aligned all my term tests, all the exams together, and this kid is the only one that failed 3 times. Okay, some comedy, okay? I'm going to hunt him down. No, I'm just kidding, okay? Freedom of speech. Hey? No, you don't do that, no. I don't feel good. You give me whatever rating. Does not bother me. Okay, what makes me happy is you take this stuff and you get a job. That's my best joy. Okay, right. Now, I want you all to, before we go anywhere, I want you all to look at, it took me 20 minutes to find him, okay, waste of my time, but anyway. Okay, I want you all to focus on this now, okay? So, I think I trained you all, remember we did buckling initially, right? I think I trained you all enough to know the difference. What is IYY and what is IZZ? Oh, you all can't believe it. When I found him, how happy I was. Okay. So this is the y-axis and this is the z-axis. So if this is our structure and this is our Vy, if this is our Vy, the axis of interest is about where? ZZ. Okay. So the Vy, the rules is the Vy have to be acting what? Perpendicular to the axis. Okay. Now, if I draw the same structure again, right? And over here is VZ. He's in engineering and management. Okay, no saying. And this is our what? It's our YY. Okay. Can you see that? I want you to see this. This is important. Why this is important? Because later on, when we do this,